Good afternoon, Mayfield. It is Thursday, February 20th, and this is the weekly homework video for my Math 6 students. I was saying on a previous video, thank you for all of my recent subscribers. I'm currently at 789, and so my dream of hitting 1,000, I think, is actually like a realistic dream. Maybe not this year, but maybe next year. And I will be sure to thank as many of you individually as I ever come across, because this has been a lot of fun for me. I also think maybe it's helped a few people. I really enjoy helping people be less afraid of math. And I think math and problem solving and struggling with math and making mistakes is actually a lot of fun. And so that's why I try to make these videos. For my Math 6 students, we just had a quiz today on dividing fractions, and your work with dividing fractions and how you're using diagrams to make sense of it has been amazing. I went to the shoebox and I saw two suggestions. One says, please do question 2 and 3, which I'm guessing means both of these. Well, that's two questions. Then I went to the other question and it said, please do the last one. So, okay. We'll do that. We will do the last question. I think that will make both people happy. And remember, I always look at the shoebox first before I make the video. Noah fills a soap dispenser from a big bottle that contains 2.5 liters of liquid soap. That amount will fill 3.5 small dispensers. How many liters of soap fits into one dispenser? So I'm taking my soap, 2 1/3, and I'm dividing it, I'm pouring it into these 3.5 dispensers. And the reason I write that first is we saw earlier this week how we can just estimate if the answer is going to be more or less than 1. And because I have a smaller number divided by a larger number, I know that my answer for one dispenser, which is what I'm looking for, should be less than 1. That will help me check my answer to see if it makes sense. All right, so I see that I have my 3.5 dispensers. Okay, so I have basically 4 dispensers, but this part I don't need. And because this is cut in half for my 1/2, I'm going to cut all of these in half. So I've taken my 3.5 and I cut them in halves. That's what my denominator here is showing me. And so what I notice is I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 of these boxes. And I'm going to pour this 2 1/3 into these 7 boxes. So I'm going to think about 2 1/3 as just groups of thirds. So 2 is the same thing as 1 plus 1. 2 1/3 is 1 plus 1 plus 1/3. I'm going to write these ones as 1/3. So I know I would need 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3 to equal 1. And then I could do it again. 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3 equals 1. So there's 1 dispenser, 2 dispensers, 2 1/3 dispensers. Okay, why did I do that? Let's see how many thirds I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 thirds. So I have 7 boxes that are filling up 7 thirds, which means in one box, let's do a little division, I'm going to have 1/3. So I have 1/3, 2 thirds, 3 thirds, 4 thirds, 5 thirds, 6 thirds, 7 thirds. That's my 2 1/3 that I've poured into my 3.5 dispensers. So how much is in one dispenser? 1/3. plus 2/3. Hey, that's 2/3 liters. Is that answer less than 1? Yes, 2/3 is less than 1. So my estimation helps me make sense of my answer. I love how we now use diagrams to help us think about what a division of a fraction really looks like. As we continue into the second part of this unit, we're going to start incorporating mixed numbers more, and we're also going to talk about some other strategies besides using the diagram. But the reason we start with the diagram is to help us visualize and make sense of what's actually happening, so you understand and not just spitting out a number. All right, I hope that helps. Let me know if I can help it any way in the future. See you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.